Hey, so this one's quite personal this week. One of our graduates, a beautiful man, student, and actor, wants to quit. He's beat up. His dream has beaten him up, and he feels the desire to keep moving forward with this. And I was asked to talk about this in hopes that it could shed some light on it and hopefully help somebody out there who's feeling similar. And believe me, I definitely know what I'm talking about. I'm 32 years into this. I have been in the middle of that ocean of my dream with no wind, no sails, no motor, no land, no nothing, just nothing. And it can be very depressing, scary, especially when you had a kid. I had a child. But for all kinds of reasons, it can really knock us to our knees. And in many ways, it's a good thing, that gut check. And what I mean by that is, look, so many people get into acting, talked about this many times, for all the wrong reasons, in my opinion, for wrong reasons. And what are those reasons? It's all ego. It's there's a perception that actors are just these narcissists that just are starved for attention. There's so much of that. Sanford Meisner, my teacher, used to say that most everybody is getting in this because they want to get good reviews to send back to everyone back home to say, "See, I told you I was special." How true that is. How true that is for so many people. So I found that won't sustain you. Your emotional, your gas tank will run dry if you're doing it when you get into the chapter where it's just a struggle. If you're doing it for ego reasons, yeah. But if you're doing it because you truly believe with all your heart and soul this is what you're put on this earth to do, you also may be reach a chapter in your dream where you want to quit, or everyone's telling you should, or all the signs feel like you should. And here's what I want to say about that. Maybe you should. Maybe you should. Maybe you got into it for ego reasons. Maybe this isn't really what you were put on this earth to do. Really. And that's why it's great. You hit a bottom here of this. It wasn't your dream, it was a fantasy, Sandy said. So now you can get on with your dream. You can get on with the thing you'd never quit, no matter what anyone says, no matter how hard it got. Or maybe you weren't supposed to be an actor, but by getting into this, it's led to these relationships. And what you're really supposed to do is be a casting director, or an agent, or a producer, or a money person, or a head of a studio, or a caterer to the industry. You want to be in the business. That's why so many major league athletes, baseball players, they end up being coaches because they didn't quote unquote make it as a player, but they love the game. There's nothing wrong with that. You're not a failure. You figured out another way of staying in this and doing what you love to do that's a better fit for you. Because it's tough, man. Being an actor and making a living is freaking brutal competition and brutally tough. And it can beat you down. So maybe it's this gift, this chapter, for you to lift your head up and go, okay, yeah, I'm out of emotional gas on this. I can't do this anymore. Okay. But then this is the thing I really want to talk about. But maybe it's time to just recalibrate, regroup. Look, man, you send a boat out on the ocean for a long journey and it's stormy as hell. At some point you need to bring the boat back home and dry dock that sucker, right? Pull it out and dry dock it and patch it up. It needs repair before you can set sail again. There's nothing wrong with going home. There's nothing wrong with going home and living rent-free for a while and getting your legs underneath you and just healing. It's tough, man. It is a tough thing to do this. That's why you got to be so healthy and resilient. And it can take a toll, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially. So going to recalibrate, going to regroup, wherever that is, whether it's back home or at a friend's in freaking Oregon, I don't know, whatever. You know what I mean? A place where you can just go and rest, regroup. And because maybe, it doesn't mean you're supposed to quit, and you are supposed to recalibrate, but maybe it also, another reason why you're at this point is because the way you've been going about it has been wrong, hasn't been efficient. Most actors are horrible at the business. They're horrible at the marketing and the promotion. They don't know how to do it. They're not comfortable with it. They don't know how to do it. So learning that process and realizing that there's more you can be doing to advance your dream, to not be just a typical actor, to be writing, directing, creating content, etc. It's never been a bigger, better time to have a voice, to be able to do stuff. But it's also more competitive than ever too. Okay. So really at the crux of what I want to share today is that, look, maybe you aren't supposed to do this. Cool. Good. Go find the thing you're supposed to do. The thing that you would never quit no matter how hard it get. Maybe it's just time to just rest and regroup. Get your legs back underneath you. I've been there, man. I've been tattered and battered by this dream too, and I've done that exact thing. And maybe it means that the way you've been going about it, you need to take a step back and you need to figure out what's not working, both your living situation, the job you're doing for the probationary years to keep things afloat. You're drowning in debt. This isn't working. Maybe, you, like I said, need to be more proactive. Look, I'm not going to do all the things that you could be doing. But again, most actors are horrible at the business. And so maybe that's the problem. It's not that you're not supposed to do this. It's just the way you've been going about it has been incredibly inefficient and was going to lead to this no matter what. So, and only you can answer this. I have been there. I have been, as I said, in the middle of that ocean, no wind, no sail, no motor, no land, no green lights, no hope. And most every single person around me who cares about me going, Jimmy, it's time to face facts. I go, I see the facts. I see where I'm at. I ain't quitting. I'm not quitting. Now, it's not because I'm stubborn, but I am. But that's not. I am blessed because I have found the thing that I'm truly supposed to do in this lifetime. So I can't quit. Sandy once said that to my ex-wife. He said, I was across the way and she was sitting with Sandy and he said to her, I feel sorry for him. I feel sorry for Jimmy. She goes, why, Sandy? Oh my God, he loves you. He loves this. He loves this. He goes, yeah, but he's cursed. He has no choice. And because he knew at age 85, in his journey of also having no choice, that there's going to be times where it's really going to suck, where it's really going to be difficult. And you got no choice but to keep moving. So when you're down in that valley, it's dark and it's scary and it sucks and it's depressing and it's everything. For sure. But can't quit. I can't quit. I don't have a choice. And I am grateful to have found that thing that will sustain me when I have no business continuing on. I just need to figure some things out and do a better job with some things. That's what I've concluded after all these years. Okay? I hope this helps. If you're there, reach out. If you ever get there, reach out. Be happy to try to offer more advice or guidance too, okay? All right, I'll see you next week.